As you know, guys, we've been doing extensive coverage of that aborted coup effort in Russia, and we're very excited now to get to talk to a resident of Moscow and a great friend, Egor Kotkin. He is a great socialist thinker and writer. You can actually check him out on Substack, and we'll post links for all of his writings and where you can support him via Bitcoin as well. But it's great to see you, my friend.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. So while all of this was unfolding, you were there in Moscow watching it on Telegram, Twitter, and all the other means. I mean, just take us through what this was like to live through for you.
Literally under siege. Actually, from the standpoint of a regular citizen, you might completely miss this. So in the Saturday, when the most events unfolded, I just went out to regime, went back, and if I was glued to Telegram channels and the Twitter news, I would not even notice that something is happening. My boyfriend, who travels much more than me, he noticed in some places, enters in Moscow, there are some unusual activity more, but again, you could easily miss it because basically all events were happening mostly online and outside of Moscow. Moscow didn't if you do not anticipate this through the news coming to Moscow, you might completely miss it. And now people just joking that if someone went in the mountains on the weekend and now asking what happened, you can safely say nothing happened because it went back from the civil standpoint. It went back and it was almost nothing. But from the political standpoint and historical standpoint, I mean, the picture is completely different, of course.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. Egor, you brought up your mom before as a good view into like how regular Russians are internalizing propaganda. So like, what is the view from your mother, from a average Russian media consumer as to what the hell happened in this coup?
Literally, the first thing I did, I called to my mother Saturday morning, asked her what does she know. She didn't know nothing because urgent Putin message to the population was unplanned, was at 9 a.m. in Russia, so she missed it because she watched her news Friday evening, so no news yet. Then Saturday, Monday, noon, she doesn't know what is going on because she didn't watch news yet. Putin's translation went mostly unnoticed for the most people. And then when I asked her again on Sunday, she said that official version is, well, there was some kind of movement. It was not good, but they didn't hurt anybody, so Putin let them pass.
And so explain to us, what is the, as best as you can, how do people largely feel about Prigozhin himself? How did they feel before this attempted coup? How do they feel after? Do they view him as a hero? Do they view him as a traitor? Is it mixed? Is it complicated? What's your sense of that?
Well, Prigozhin is mostly a media creature. He was probed by media in the last year because, well, you have to understand how Russia operates to understand Prigozhin phenomena. Putin is, despite his public image, is actually very indecisive leader and, dare I say, cowardly. So he loves to all hard decisions delegate to people below him or just wait it out when history already happened. So when it was stalemate in the Ukrainian war about a year ago happening, there was a vacuum, media vacuum for some kind of leaders of this war who showed that Russia doing something. And Prigozhin just took this place. And the media were happy, Kremlin propaganda were happy to use it for this purpose. So they probed him as not a mercenary leader, not a businessman, not a mafia man, but as a true Russian hero, patriot, and basically a spearhead of Russian invasion in Ukraine. And I think that people believed it. People believed it, of course. I think he got high on the smell of his own farts, as it says, because he started act like he's a public persona. He's actually have any political base. I mean, yes, polls show like he has up to 20% support from Russian population, but this is what media push can give you. You see this in America all the time, like where was 20% of Bloomberg support in democratic primaries. Once we see him in action, it disappears. So basically, you have this manufactured support for Prigozhin, but he believed that he actually have a political future. He started brawling openly with the Russian Ministry of Defense. And again, it was very opportune for him because people who are supporting this war or even want this all to get over, which is majority of population, they sense that there is something wrong with the Russian military, with Russian military leadership. So when Prigozhin started record his viral videos, give me the ammo, they thought that he might be the change for the better. So again, it was everything was media done, and he was using only the lack of presence by the actual leaders of the military and Putin himself to use this opportunity. But
and so, what is your?
Then he started talking. Yes.
Well, I was going to ask, what is your assessment of what this will mean for the Putin regime going forward, as best as anyone could say?
Well, my first, I probably say what I think happened. It was not that much of a political act. I think is as much as we saw how things are being done in Putin's regime and have been done for 20 years, just in open view for the first time, not under the rug. The rug got pulled away for a second. So I'm pretty sure that Russian regime works exactly this way. There are forces of power. There are different clans who compete with each other for money, for power, for state job, and so on. And Putin is their high arbiter. And there is a lot of threats, violent threats going on under the rug usually. Right now, we just saw this out in the open. But my sense that it wasn't nothing more that internal struggle that come out in the public political space. And Prigozhin did not probably expect the backlash he will get because people were not ready to see this internal kitchen outright on the public view because it became a historic moment. It became part of recorded history. So he chickened out. But I think for Putin, it will be, for the time being, just fine. Because as the high arbiter of mafia clans, oligarch clans that divide Russia, he still worked out this thing just fine. So he managed to pull through some deal. What kind of deal, no one knows exactly, but he managed to do this. So he proved his usefulness for the people who backed this regime once again the same way, but now in the public. Usually it's going on under the rug. And I think the fact that it entered space of public politics, it changes a lot, but it changes a lot in the long run. In the short run, it Putin's win.
I think that is fascinating. Egor, thank you so much. It's really invaluable for us to have your insights today. Yes. So we're really grateful for you taking the time and also taking the personal risk to
let's be real.
Out.
This man is taking a risk. He's actually a hero. So, if you want to support him, we'll have links in the description to all of that. So thank you very much, Egor. We appreciate your unbiased analysis.
Yeah, great to see you, my friend. Hey guys, if you like that video, go to breakingpoints.com, become a premium subscriber, and help us build the best independent media organization on the planet.
That's right. We're subscriber funded. We're building something new. We want to replace these failing mainstream media organizations.
So again, to subscribe, it's breakingpoints.com.